This has to do with Venus. Venus is going first this time. February 16th at our full moon in Leo. Mars was going first. Mars was chasing Venus. This time, Venus is going to make the first move with this dance. So love will go before force. And that's working with the water element, sensing the negative tetrahedron of water, the mother, meeting up in this dance of creation with Mars, force, the masculine. So we can expand with the fire element and our desires. Mother and father working together. What a beautiful dance, guys. And the heavens are just lit with these patterns of creation for us to move forward and to continue to amp up the building of the new world. Now, last time, they were in conjunction together in Capricorn. Today, they shift into Aquarius at 0 degrees. This is big, guys. This is big. We're going to go from IUs through the earth, our connection to the devil energies, and expanding from the devil energies with the star. I know, healing. This is going to be the truth. Okay? True knowledge equals true power. And this is what's amping up the building. This is healing with the mind, body, soul, spirit connection, and we're going in that order. This is activated Metatron's cube. We know that from our 3-3 portal. And that activated our rebirth. So we accessed the all and the Akashic records for transformation, reweaving, and reactivating for a rebirth. And this is restoring our vitality. We're energizing our whole being, and we need this because we're creating this world through us. Okay? And this has to do with the transformation connected to Scorpio, and this is how we're transforming. Our connection is through this energy, death, transformation. That's how we're having this rebirth. And our connection to Pluto, okay? We're going from the south node, working with the south node, our life stats. This is just understanding, because remember, we're going to go from understanding with Capricorn, I use, to Aquarius, I know. The activation of true knowledge equals true power, okay? So this is the north node, our life's purpose. So we're transforming from the south node to the north node with our life's purpose, our connection to the 10 of Cups. And that was gifted to us when Mars, Venus, and Pluto met up for this transformation. Now it's connected to whale spirit. Trust the great mystery, and we're going to be sharing that message in our next part. So guys, meet us there, all right? This, if many people see the connection to the whale and a heart on Pluto, all right? And that's what this is connected to, and it's connected to the two fish coming together, sea creatures, and this new moon, okay? And the message of the new moon, that we're going to trust an opportunity to open and flower, okay? And it's connected to passion flower. This is now working with the Queen of Cups. We shift to the Queen of Cups, okay? And she is having a transformation within, from within to without. Look at that wind blowing those leaves and connection to fall around her, because there's a connection to fall, winter, spring, and summer. We're transforming with the cosmic cross of transformation, the rhythms of creation, and us being cyclical. We're cyclical creatures. And the Queen of Cups is helping to pull us together to hit our mark, to hit our aim. Remember, we're working with our Merkaba, and there you see it, there it is. Okay? Through a rebirth, We access the Akashic records, and then we have a rebirth where we transform, reweave, reactivate. And this is the work that we've been doing to face our shadows. We know the sacred clown here, he's not falling for the tricks of the artificial matrix. He knows that it's to face the shadows and have a transformation, and he's activated with the light. And look, the sun, the Father, the fire is with him. And you can even look at, if you want to, you know, put Mars into the equation, we can look at the sun like grandpa, and Mars, you know, the sun, the younger masculine. And this is working with the moon. Remember, the moon is showing us the Vesica Pisces and the patterns of creation, okay? Where two become one through the center point, and this is connected to the light. But it's a connection of three. And we're going through this through death. That's the access to the transformation, to have the rebirth, okay? This is a metamorphosis, and we're literally facing patterns of death, fear, and what is lower vibrational in order to transmute and to transcend it higher vibe. And it's connected to the patterns of the clam and the pearl. And the clam being able to make this pearl naturally. This means something. It's part of our activation with the message of whale. So we'll find out what that is in our next part. And it has to do with patterning. We're shifting patterning, our patterns, so that we can go from stagnation and sickness to growth and transformation in order to have this rebirth through our vitality. Remember, this is connected to our vitality. So we're using the love frequency. We know, we just saw that on the moon card, self-love and soulmate connection. And look at that. And this has to do with the activation of 4. Remember, the 4 of Pentacles shift. So we're using all the elements. We're using all the seasons. Look, there's 4 elements and 4 seasons and 4 directions. That's a key piece of information. The stability of the 4 through the center point. And this is how we're coming together. And that is working with, remember, this is about patterning, patterns, pineal activation, awakening the pineal gland. So we're awakening the pineal gland with the masculine and feminine. And here we have the Merkaba and the egg of life. So we're going to fertilize this. There's fertilization. We have the negative tetrahedron and the positive tetrahedron, and we just saw that we're working with the water and the fire, the mother and the father. Now this is where we fix the gauge through the center point. We're going to have double helix activations, and we are using the masculine and feminine together, the way that they were always meant to work together. We've untwisted it. We can make sense of what we need to make sense of, okay? And this has to do with our connection to the new moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. So we're going to attune to the divine. We're going to receive a message, or we may have already received this message. And by the time of the full moon in Virgo, we're going to take inspired action with this message. And you can literally see, look at how we've expanded with the light. So this is in the dark, and where it's the most dark, we're going to actually see the most light. But here's where we're going to expand with all that light and blossom. And remember, we're healing with force, with love. So this is a message of love with the divine to take inspired action. With the masculine, we've accessed, working with the feminine, the void, the womb of creation. And then we're going to expand it with the energy, the force, the masculine. Remember, it's through a metamorphosis. We get that much closer to life, we get that much closer to death. And guys, you have to use this in whatever this means for your path, okay? Many of us, yes, that we face the death template. But this is also connected to facing our fears of death, facing our fears of fear, facing our fears of what is lower vibrational, running from the whole, running from the connection to the whole, okay? But we restore wholeness through the center point here. And whatever this means on your path. This could even be like, you know, a loved one. You know, you lost a loved one and you have a fear of what that means for your life with your kids. Or, you know, you've actually experienced sickness and crossing over, but you've come back. And there's a purpose to this. There's a reason, so that we can elevate these patterns of fear to connect through the center point and elevate. So it's not weighing us down anymore. So we're trusting what, remember, this new moon in Pisces is showing us, as we recognize it's an opportunity to flower, to open, to expand, okay? To expand with our light. So we do so. We know this is connected to the journey. And as you can see, there is the dragonfly. And when the two fish coming together, the path of the dark and the path of the light, and expanding through the center point, that's the key. And we're working with force here and transformation. And that activated, we know we got the activation for this card was Beauty Way. And this is being able to see the beauty everywhere, the positive charge, and to be able to expand with it in our connection to the lotus and purification. And the dragonfly is symbolization for being able to connect to the other realms. The lower world and the upper world through the center point. Expanding with our light. This is accessing the 13 spheres of knowledge and working with the unknown and expanding it with the energy, the masculine, our force, okay? And that is connected to the space and place. And all this work that we've been doing in the Garden of Venus in order to heal with love, with patterns of high vibe love. And we learn how to protect that love. We learn how to have boundaries set in order to protect the sacredness of this love. And this is activated, remember, with healing with force. The Three of Wands has activated a portal. And it's connected to the moon. And these two trees are the representation of the counterparts growing side by side. Even in separation, they're still growing side by side. And they're connected by their root system. The roots is a collective brain. And through our roots, guys, we're all accessing a collective brain. And this is where not everything is being created within the heavens. Remember, the upper world and the lower world through the center point. We're accessing something within the Earth star here that's connected to our brains. If you watch, there's a documentary out about the forest and how the roots are the brain system, and it's how they communicate. And when you remove a tree from the forest and the root system to replant it, you're actually removing it from the brain of the forest. We're messing with nature. We're messing with nature's intelligence. We're manipulating the matter. And this is where humanity needs to learn how to work in symbiosis with life and restore the natural patterning, expand with the natural patterning. And we need to stop messing and manipulating nature, because that's where we're twisting it all up with force. And that's the creation of the chaos. That's the creation of the sickness. That's the creation of the lower vibes. And we need to understand this. This is part of those 13 spheres of our connection to the unknown that we're activating in order to expand it with the masculine, to heal with force, with love. And this is connected to a vision I was shown, and I drew this, and it is connected to how the counterparts are connected through the root system with love. And as you can see, I was called to draw the stars. There's the roots. And this is being able to heal from codependency and separation. So we have an ending with our patterning, with force, with the masculine, But this activates the elevation, and that was activated with the new moon in Pisces. And it activated peace with this hack. We saw something within this artificial hack of the matrix that connected us to the creation of peace, and it has to do with growth. So we heal from our Three of Swords situations, our pain, by restoring justice with the dark and the light. The yin, the yang, the masculine, and the feminine through the center point with the truth. We know this sword is double-edged. It holds the positive and negative charge within it. We restore balance. And that's what Pluto really allowed us to do, working with Pluto. Pluto is the extremes, and we heal through the center point to find the balance. And it has to do from moving from patterns of I need to be in control to understanding I'm in charge. And I'm in charge with my energy, my patterning, and how I react or choose to respond. So we're born anew here. Here's our rebirth. It's right here. There it is. A baby chick. And this is because we made the choice to heal with force. We put down those wands and we decided to heal with the feminine. We activated patterns of nurture with the light. We no longer neglected ourselves. We chose to nurture with love, to heal with force, to stop forcing ourselves. Where we were forcing ourselves, it was causing patterns of being, overtired, sick, creating separation, creating stagnation, because that energy wasn't flowing. We were forcing ourselves, and we had to restore the flow with a rest, with a rejuvenation. And this has to do with the feminine. And remember, masculine, you have feminine within you. Choosing the path of self-love and knowing the people that are meant to be in alignment with her path will be there, will naturally be gravitated to her. She won't lose anything if she chooses to no longer neglect herself, but nurture herself and heal from separation, selfishness, and sickness. This isn't narcissistic. We're not going to get this twisted. This is high vibe. And it's time. The feminine did this to amp up what we're building. And it is amping up healing with the masculine and understanding. We have restored connection. And here it is, working with the Son of Cups. We've activated the Son of Cups to be able to take our moodiness and create with it in an artistic way. And those two swans, there's a connection to your, the counterpart energy and mating for life. And the Son of Cups is working with the Son of Pentacles. Here's where we shift to the earth and we work with Virgo. Remember, from the new moon in Pisces, the cups, to the full moon in Virgo, the earth, the pentacles. This is, where we're going to quiet things down and we're really going to get to shifting through and with the earth. That activates the Mother of Cups. And look at that. We have the energy of youth and innocence coming together with the Mother, the feminine. And there's two cups, a representation of two cups. And this shifts us into the Mother of Pentacles. And look at the Mother of Pentacles, because she's nurturing self. She's able to nurture her young. She's able to nurture other people within our alignment, other people that are on our path, that are a part of our path. And when you just burn out of energy, we get caught into lower vibes. It's really hard to be there for others because we can't even be there for ourselves. We need to learn how to be there for ourselves and put that energy within ourselves, so we have more energy to nurture with others. So we nurture with self to nurture with others. It's the connection. And it's keeping us protected. It's keeping us safe. Deer is connected to being protected with the earth. Because we're honoring, protecting the nurture and this love. And this activates manifestation, and we're manifesting now with the Father of Pentacles through the earth. And now we have counterparts, our connection to the full moon in Virgo, and our expansion. We're going to expand off this, guys, in our next part. We're going to share the message of whale, and we're going to expand off this message further. I love you guys. I'll see you there.